Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. What's up guys? It's me, your boy DJ AFIF.
And me, DJ Fikri.
In our last episode
Episode 8, unfortunately.
After hours.
Ramadan Kareem, my dear friends.
Ramadan
Thank you for
Kareem.
tuning in. It's been
Fun.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. Amazing.
It's been amazing, and we'll be celebrating Ramadan very soon.
Very soon.
Very
Just like
soon.
next week, Monday.
Inshallah it will be Monday, but on my other calendars it says it's also on Sunday.
Oh.
So let's wait for the announcement on Channel 3.
We have Channel 3 now.
Ooh, everyone's got Netflix now. Is there like Netflix Ramadan specials out there? Yeah, so as usual, we would do today is like this one, the regular. You get the regular ayah.
Just like a regular episode.
Yeah, just a regular episode.
It's not Ramadan special.
Yeah.
Not our show lah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Now
Next semester we'll probably.
We'll get there. So, as usual, we have our 3 segments. Starting off with What's Up World. We tell you what happens in the globe whatever happens there, you know. And second
is Iium Intel,
where we talk about what's happening in Iium and the community of students in it. Last but not least, we have our brand new and probably the last episode of Unpopular Opinions.
Good thing we're gonna end it with a brand new with a what better segment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ask Reddit. You're good, but Unpopular Opinions is the best debate.
Yeah. So I mean, for now, it's kind of high.
Oh, right.
We'll jump right into the first part of the news. But before that, Afif, I'd like to ask you a question. How is your preparations for Ramadan, my friend?
Alhamdulillah, is this a flex? If I say I've been trying to fast. I've been fasting for.
I commend you.
Yeah.
Because
it's
remember last week it was all about positivity.
Yes, compliment each other, right?
Compliment each other, definitely.
Roll back the clip.
And we always put extra work for that. I don't think the clip was even rolled. And let's just check it out later. So you've been fasting a lot, I think.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. I've been keeping it istiqamah, doing it, and also
the first Islamic word dropped today.
But, what about your preparation, man?
No, generally I've tried doing the sunat puasa sunat fasting. Yeah, there you go. I've tried and I don't think I have any problems since we're kind of old now. We don't have those problems no more.
But we should remember that Ramadan is not about fasting. It's about doing every ibadah, but with better rewards.
Yeah, definitely. It's like if Justco gave out like super reward cards for everything. Yeah, and this is
like you just keep doing ibadah for that, you know.
You just get extra points for everything. So why not catch the opportunity? So what's up, world? After you have the first news for us,
as usual, moving from Ramadan to some entertainment.
That's
not related to Islam.
Yeah, everything can be
related to Islam, but you know, it's just. Lago.
No, yes, entertainment.
So,
but it can be done best in a good way. So what? I hope it's good. Afif,
it's actually bad.
Oh,
so you know, it's about our childhood cartoon. Is it cartoon? It's a game, right? It's a game first. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Sonic the
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
What do you call it? Hedgehog. So, the Paramount Enterprise or Paramount Enterprise, was it? Paramount released released the first trailer of Sonic the Hedgehog, and everybody has saw it, and everybody has a say in it. And what they said is, it's bad, man. It's just bad. The animation, the CGI was a bit what do you call it? Lanky CGI version of Sonic, because some people also say it's disturbing. Yeah, it's like
let's just the concept of Sonic is hard to do, like, because it's half human, half hedgehog.
He's not even human. Is it? He's human.
So like the Sonic concept is really hard to first nail, and I commend them for trying, but it does look weird. I've seen is it a trailer?
It's a trailer.
It's a trailer, yes. So I mean, I've seen the images from the trailers, and it does not look as good.
It just looked like a naked man with fur, with a lot of hair, and also.
I hope the story is good.
Yeah, but the director, I think, Director Jeff Fowler, tweeted about the backlash and all, and he said they're gonna change it. they're gonna change the design, inshallah. Probably making it look more like the game, the cartoon itself, and probably less disturbing. And also, the first time I saw the trailer, I thought it was a Flash solo film. What I hoped. I hoped.
We can only hope, you know.
Yes, and director Fowler said, "Thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear." Of course, the Twitter's loud on that day. You are unhappy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be.
Well, I respect them being out and open and about changing it up. I respect that.
Yeah, I like that they listen to us. So and when after the and also Naoto Oshima, the creator, so far various Sonics have appeared. I love all Sonic. I saw a trailer of Sonic movie. I didn't like it. Nah, I'm kidding. He didn't say it. Like, so far the various Sonics have appeared. I loved all Sonics. I saw a trailer of Sonic's movie. I was expecting adults to have fun too, and I am worried. Okay, so yes, probably after the changes in design, probably it will probably have better feedback from the community,
Twitter generally.
Yes. So alright, so we move. Another thing is about it's going to hit the theaters in November 8th. It is scheduled
end of the year.
Probably
I won't see it just because of, I'm not much of a big Sonic fan. I did play one of the Sonic World games, but I'm not big.
The only game is like the like a Mario thing, like just roll everything.
But I love Mario. That's the thing. I didn't enjoy.
Who doesn't?
That's the point. As much as Sonic is such a big game, but I didn't get into it as much as I played Mario when I was younger.
Of course. It's just like I think I didn't buy the proper game. I just like play, the Flash game. It's a Flash game on PC, just online on Y8, miniclip and all. So it's like a 3-level game. I just finish it every time.
So like, we did mention Avengers Endgame a lot this past week.
This past 3 weeks, man.
So now we're not gonna mention it anymore. But I'll just say that I'll be watching it this Saturday. I'll get some free time with my buddies, and I think I will be pleasantly surprised. I'll be surprised in a good way. I have high regards, but we'll talk about Avengers in the end part of this show, so you guys tune in. But we will be talking about Endgame without spoiling it. But we know one guy who didn't. This is regarding yesterday. Generally, it was May 2nd. People were barraging our ex-Prime Minister, our former Prime Minister, Datuk Sri Najib Nur Razak, who he's very vocal on Twitter. This is nothing to do with any political stance or whatever, but he just released a spoiler on Endgame.
Oh my god.
On his personal Twitter online. So as much as anyone else gets beatings if they made any spoiler for any movie, coming from our ex-Prime Minister, it's not a good look. It was yesterday on Twitter, 11 p.m. last night, and it was like a whirlstorm. I guess it's understandable for people to not to be angry at anyone who talks anything regarding spoilers. Anything regarding our ex-Prime Minister, people will jump the gun on all the insults, which I really don't think it's fair. Like whenever a political figure separates themselves from from their political work as a leader, as much as we want to be progressives and we want to be advanced, be open in expressing ideas or having anything, I feel bad in a way. Datuk Sri Najib probably has his own flaws, has his own problems, but barraging an endgame spoiler for his actions other than that is really unnecessary.
That's court court worthy.
But if you want to bash it on the same sense, don't bring all the other things in it, like people condemning party stances, saying that you've been stealing the nation's money, now you're going to steal the experience as well. So all those kinds of hatred comments is definitely not something that we wish on social media. But that's the point of having open spaces for speaking. You get punished. So in a way, it's not that bad of a news. But hey, That's just no. I mean, but hey, that's the point. Don't spoil stuff. Even if you're our ex prime minister. Afif, what's next?
What's next?
Mm-hmm.
It's about. I got nothing.
You got nothing. I'll share something.
Fine, just share something else. Share something first. Probably gonna go to movies again.
You'll take the next one, but I'll be talking about if you guys would probably, it's pretty highlighted in the front page of the news. It's all about the coronation of the new Thai king. It will be coming this weekend, actually tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the morning. But from Bangkok to Malaysia, it's 10:09. We have a little bit of a time difference there, but it will be the coronation of King Maha Vajiralongkorn, who will be the crown prince this weekend in the highly ceremonial Hindu and Buddhist rituals of crowning a king. And as we all know, the passing 2 years after the throne has been ascended to him from his father, the late King Bhumibol Ayula Yade. Adula Yade. I'm sorry for any Thais listening if I butchered those names, your beloved king. I respectfully say so. But in that case, it's been highly documented about how much the Thai people love their king, and how, because I remember being in class, our leadership class, we have two Thai classmates, Thai students who shared like how in their culture they do really praise their king indefinitely. It's like technically how we have salawats. It's like if you're amongst those people, like sembah being bersembah to the king would be something very highly done by people who are in Thai communities. So I mean, in that sense, we wish our wishes don't matter, but we hope for the best for the country of Thailand in their moving into the new kingship, their new king, King Maha Vajiralongkorn. And that's news from abroad. We rarely talk about news abroad, Afif?
Yeah.
We usually talk about something local. But Afif has the next news here with me.
What? You want to see mine?
You first. Go
fine.
ahead.
I'm gonna go to something going to be a bit downhill for us. Is that one of the news is that Peter Mayhew, an actor of Chewbacca.
Yes.
Is that how he found
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca was has passed away yesterday. I think yesterday. Dies at 74 years old, and he died at his North Texas home, surrounded by his family. And his Twitter mentioned that the family of Peter Mayhew, with deep love and sadness, regret to share the news that Peter has passed away. He left us the evening of April 30, 2019. So that like 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yes.
For them, 2 days ago, with his family by his side in his North Texas home. So, even though he in the movie he just growls and everything, his acting is memorable to all of us. And most he was discovered by, and what? No, yeah, and most the news start talking about how he was found, how he was casted he was discovered by the producer Charles H. Sneer while working as a hospital attendant in London, and cast in Ray Harryhausen's Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. Sinbad, yeah. Then next year he was cast as the Chewbacca, the 200 years old Wookiee. So that's how that's his story and how he was casted into Star Wars, and my condolences to his family and friends.
He will be loved as much as iconic as all those as Chewbacca. Most notably, it's one of most the iconic movie characters in history generally, and to have an artist pass away is always sad news. But that's the reality of life, ladies and gentlemen. And as much as we can be sad about it, sometimes you have to take the news on the chin and wish our wishes and and we have to do our responsibilities as human beings. So again, condolences to one of my not favorite. I'll be brutally honest here. Most people would know Chewbacca, but they wouldn't be their favorite character. But for the time being, let's put our hands together for Chewbacca himself. So, I don't want to be a bum by talking about something else, but we got a few more things on the list. And last time, earlier I talked about Thailand. Let's jump across the pond to Singapore, where I'm going to talk about something much more a bit lighthearted, talking about Pokemon again. I keep talking about Pokemon. But this time it's kind of momentous because it's the first ever Pokemon theme park. It's a safari, if you know in the games. If you know the Pokemon games, you would know that would be a safari zone.
There's always a safari zone.
So you can find like cool Pokemon, like any rare type Pokemons there, and there's going to be a real life Pokemon safari in Sentosa Island, Singapore.
Isn't that the same as like you go to the zoo, go to an endangered animal, and then you catch them and keep it to yourself? Isn't that how it works?
Well, the concept of Pokemon is pretty barbaric anyway. So I don't want to point that out, but let's just celebrate how much there's the first ever.
Sorry, Pokemon.
But that will, because it has and it's in conjunction with the highly known Pokemon Go game. We're both players. I've stopped for a while, generally speaking, but it's an amazing game. And on its first day of Safari Zone, it pulls a whooping 95k people.
The first day,
95,000 people came on the launch.
I don't know how they wait outside, like the moment it starts open, right? Like catch them all.
Okay. So you guys can see on the Go Safari Zone event, they always have the Safari Zone events on Pokemon Go, but this is the first time they have a proper park to go and catch Pokemon. And there's the gym, because it's based on the Pokemon Ruby Sapphire game, and in the park you can find exclusive Pokemon there, which if I have the cash I would go and have some fun there, you know.
Yeah, bring me to that.
Yeah, I've been to Sentosa when I was younger. I've never been there when I can remember. I went there when I didn't remember anything. So, like if I were to go back, it's one of the places I would definitely go to. There was a giant Lapras by the lake. Is
that to catch or
well,
to play?
I hope you can catch a Lapras there, since it's pretty rare to find a Lapras if you guys know your Pokemon. So there you go.
That's his favorite line. If you guys know your Pokemon.
No, is it? Kinda. So are we running?
We're running out of time.
Alright,
so you move on to the last news.
So we have one last piece of news. Unfortunately, it's the news how it is, and I have to mention about the passing of one of Malaysia's best Islamic scholars, Datuk Sri Abu Hassan Din Al-Hafiz. He passed away this Wednesday morning during subuh time. He was confirmed his death during subuh. He was one of Malaysia's well-renowned Islamic scholars in wilayah Persekutuan and also his hometown Terengganu, and he's been a massive Islamic figure for many of this current generation. And unfortunately, according to his son Muhammad Yusri, his father fell unconscious while preparing for subuh prayers.
While preparing or after? I thought after.
Preparing for subuh prayers, and he was rushed to Kuala Lumpur Hospital and pronounced dead in 7:30 a.m. He was the late Abu Hassan was former Grand Imam of the National Mosque, and held the religious advisor post for several young Di-Pertuan Agong, including the late Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah Al-Hajj, Tuanku Syed Sirajuddin, Ibn Al-Mahrum Tunku Syed Putra Jamalullah, and Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin. So for the past few Agungs that we have for our country, he's the host for religious advisor for the Agung. So and his passing is a real loss for Malaysian Islamic society, and we students of Iium as well pay homage definitely and send our prayers to our beloved Muslim scholar of the age. I remember, like, I would like to share a little bit. I remember turning on like channel
Seven,
TV9. TV9. Some that, of course, definitely as older as kids we wouldn't watch the parts where there's like what do you call the sidang, what do you call the
About the news.
no the forum, you know, the or forum on TV2, forum Perdana Islam. He would be on there. My mom watches a lot of forum Islam Perdana, and you would sometimes catch the iconic late Ustaz Abu Hassan, and I mean that's I think that's all. Do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, my deepest condolences and prayers go to
those who lost their families, closest families,
and definitely amongst Malaysian scholars alike who are affected by Datuk Sri Abu Hassan Din Al-Hafiz is passing. So I'd like to end actually this segment with the news, and in a way we like to like to ask for us all to have a little bit of Al-Fatiha during the break for him. So that wraps up What's Up World.
Yes.
For
the last What's Up World.
The last What's Up World for this semester. I hope y'all learn something, educate a little bit
got something about the world. Well, mostly about movies and all that.
Yeah. But we hope that this segment brings
was
informational, beneficial for you all, and we're gonna go for a short break again. See you guys in Iium Intel, DJ Fikri
and DJ AFIF.
See you soon.
And here comes DJ Fikri.
Yo, I was just handling the camera.
Yeah.
So we're back again
in After Hours, the second segment, Iium Intel, where we will talk about whatever happened in Iium. Not whatever happened, the activities that happened in Iium in this past week.
Yeah, and also mainly, and today we're going to talk about two major programs. Definitely there's always smaller programs in the kuliah, in your own student societies, and also all the non-government organizations. So let's jump into it, to the one of the biggest ones, since, as we mentioned earlier, we're coming into Ramadan. Ramadan's coming in real quick. It's like a person on a speed track, you know, like a race car racer. Ramadan's coming in, like, you know, in 2 days. And most people, and what better place than Iium to spend your Ramadan, as they're gearing up to have many good programs and programs in regard to celebrating Ramadan. And only this evening was the first ever in Malaysian history having. You did not know?
What?
First ever Malaysian history.
Well, khutbah. The khutbah lah. I was like, what happened lah?
Khutbah in Japanese.
That was under SRC.
Yeah, and that was under, well, it's combination. It's under the Ramadan. Ahlan wa sahlan Ramadan, which
say it properly, man. Ahlan wa sahlan ya Ramadan.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
What?
Ahlan wa sahlan. So of course, the new the Ahlan wa Sahlan program will be during actually today and tomorrow, the 3rd and the 4th of May, from the morning till the night, where we're going to celebrate. And also because tomorrow night, inshallah, we'll be starting the Solat Tarawih. I forgot the name. So there's a bunch of programs lined up ready to be done this evening as well. And other than the bubuk lambu preparation that will be given for free, sorry for the. And we're back for the finale of the segment, and also the show as a whole. It's me, DJ Fikri,
and DJ AFIF.
We're back again for the final time, the end game,
the debate. The end game lah.
the
That was
end
better.
game.
The end game.
The end game of
Right, the end game.
After Hours, where this is one of my favorite new introductions of segments. Usually, last time we had questions from our good friends. We had from our friends on the Instagram,
Then suddenly our friends
Twitter.
were gone. Then we started looking.
No,
for
we had
Reddit.
too many
We
questions.
had too many questions.
We had too many questions. We can't do it. No, we're just joking. But it's unpopular opinions. It's usually from Reddit. We take the unpopular opinions from there, and we like to take sides and let's see who won. I have to say it again. Usually I do, but AFIF has strong arguments this time. Good topics to talk about, and I mean, if this becomes a good popular segment, we'll probably bring someone in to fight us off on it. Like we'll bring people in
debate like
to debate. So AFIF, what's the first one?
The first one is
No, not this one.
no, I thought Marvel.
Yeah.
The first one is Marvel.
Let it-
No,
no.
I absolutely love being an adult. That's the title, you know. So for me, I'm gonna take sides. I do not love being an adult.
For argument's sake, I would love to agree that I love being a younger kid, but let's think rational. It's all about the discussion, ladies and gentlemen, and I would take the other side because AFIF has much more leverage. I'll let him start.
Because I myself like a child.
No, he's a great person, man. A great leader, a great husband, inshallah.
Oh yeah, inshallah. Okay, I was like a great husband. What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I'll throw your case in.
Alright, fine. First thing, first point is I wouldn't say I absolutely don't love. It's kind of like I don't like being an adult because sometimes at some point in your life there's going to be too much responsibility to yourself, and it's going to be a heavy burden, and it sometimes leads you to think of the unthinkable about some things that when it becomes too heavy for you, you're going to give up in your life, and you just don't want you don't want to do it, but you have to do it. And when you always do something that you do not love, it becomes what do you call it? It becomes it just makes you hate. Sometimes you just hate yourself for it because you chose that way and you had to live with it. There's too much decision to make, and once you make the wrong decision and you have to live with it, and that's the end game. I can't stop saying that word actually.
Yeah. It's thematic. After I watch it, it will probably die down a bit because it's during the weekends, right?
Alright, so that's my argument. Is that an argument though?
Not really. So I mean, for now, I think I have a leverage here. The point I would like to point across is why do I love being adult? Is just two things. Because one, I am in control. That's one thing why I love being adult. And second, it's because I get to feel it. Right. Let me point out. If I were a kid, of course I would feel it. But I'll get to the first point first. I am in control. So the main argument I have here, why I love being an adult, even though it's hard, even though it's stressful, you have to think about it a lot, but it's my own choice in a way. Definitely we have things out of our hands, definitely, like sometimes. But other than that, most definitely, technically I'm a young adult now, but if I'm an adult, it all counts. So the point here is, I get to do stuff that I really enjoy because I want to. I don't have to go to sorry to say I have to go to Sekolah Agama. I have to go to Sekolah Agama because I didn't even know, and because when I asked my cousins who weren't around, who were on Johorian, who don't know what Sekolah Agama is, and I don't want to talk bad about Sekolah Agama, it's honestly not as beneficial as I thought it would be. I mean, if you thought about Sekolah Agama, you would think about like ngaji and stuff, but it's more like go to another school which has a lot of which has lower income generally speaking. So most people there are not nice people, and I had many bullying events as well. So in a way, I have to do things that I didn't really want to, and I wanted to quit, but because of my respect and also my obedience as a child, those things bogged me down. And now, as an adult, my parents trust me to do my own thing, and alhamdulillah, for most people we have differently, but because it's my opinion, why I love it is because I am technically living. Of course, I'm living off my parents' money. Thank you very much, parents, ma, pa. But
yes,
the thing is,
thank you, mom, dad, and everyone who give me money,
who paid
for me.
But generally, I have freedom of choosing what I want to do. I can go out on weekends, but I just don't want to, or I just can't. and I can just do whatever I want to generally. And as much as it is, I don't have tak dipaksa untuk like tak dipaksa untuk bangun baju stuff or like, basuh the baju. I basuh my baju on my own accord. I have to, like after 3 weeks peram the baju, I do it by myself, you know. So in a way, I have the looseness of being an adult. And lastly, sorry, dragging this on, I think I'm beating AFIF in the ground, beating him.
Yeah, kind of.
And last but not least is because I get to feel it more. When you're adults, you get to feel more. You have more complex understanding about stuff. You think it through, and hence why when you do a thing, you do hardship or something, you do something that you really enjoy, you get to feel it without with a filter of understanding. When you're a child, you're really blind to something if you really think about it, and it's good, but it's not better than fully understanding joy. For example, if I were to win in my technically I like in a training match or something that I do, because I learn martial arts. Like, if I win, for me, that's a massive achievement. I feel like I've become better for it. I mean, I felt it fully because I went through the process, I went through the hardship, and I went through the success. So I get to feel it fully. As a kid, most of the time, your train of thought is very one way. You get to feel fun, yes. You get to play, yes. You get to watch a TV show you really love, yes. But it's pure happiness, of course. But doing happiness that isn't pure is much harder to achieve and feel. So that's my reason. AFIF got a counterbalance for that.
I want to counter that, but you know, it's this time out.
Come on, you can take me once.
Fine. What I was thinking about just now, for once, I'm gonna say about control. It's like you said you love being in control. You know, you can do anything you want. But for me, I don't know. It just becomes because this two-way. There's not. We're not going to talk about one thing because we're going to talk about characteristics. Because he likes being in control, as we can see.
That's unnecessary.
It was unnecessary. It's like a dirty shot, you know.
What?
Because for me, it's like
negative points. If anyone keep in check.
For me, being in control. Yes, I sometimes I do. I'm okay with being in control, but sometimes I just. I prefer being controlled. It doesn't sound. It's not what it sounds like.
All right, I'll let you talk.
Yeah, because when I'm in control, I just sometimes I just like straight down. You know, it's just sometimes I just do something, and if it's in my conscience, like I just do it until it's what do you call it? I thought I can until something bad happens. Then I know I can't do it. It's just I just had to wait until things get out of control. Then I realized that's my mistake, and I know I'm not sure if you feel the same way, but it's not something I want to live with. You know, I don't want to wait until things go bad. Sometimes I just like wait until someone's tell me to. And like, you can't do this, and under like a pre-show, like you can't do this. Alright, so I won't do it, and I just follow that. But I'll just do something and avoid doing that specific thing. So that's how my adult, not adult. So that's my how I live.
I get that. I get that. So let's jump in. Do we have time? Let's just stretch it. It's the final episode, man. I mean, no one's there. No one's waiting yet.
Because the slot is 4 p.m. So
we got a bit of time. Yeah. So you guys get some extra after hours. You know? So the second argument, we're going to take it brief. I know this one's probably long. You guys will probably think it's long.
Yeah.
Marvel movies. Overrated. I'll
be the defender.
I'll attack. Okay, I'll start. Okay, first of all, Marvel movies. It's a superhero movie. We get it. It's someone attacks your world. You grow up. You have good morals and stuff, and you win. I believe that this concept can be expressed in a good way. I can say that it has been expressed in a good way, but I like to say it's oversaturated and sometimes takes away from the potential creativity that we may have other than superheroes. Take an example, if Marvel movies can be pulling their weight and creativity into newer forms, other than this traditional movie making, we can see greater I mean, beyond what the concept we're restrained to right now. Like, as much as it's been built up, yes, but because of its great intertwined writings, it limits what's the abilities of the show and what a movie can bring. Like, newer concepts are always shunned upon. For example, like movies who have nice radical ideas, like the Arrival movie or whatever. People don't get it. But
What was the Arrival movie?
The Arrival movie, Arrival, the one that we try and you didn't take psychology class. Oh, sorry. The Arrival about like aliens coming out, learning our language. It's technically a movie about language.
Oh,
but it didn't really catch on because it wasn't made by a big company. But its concept was mad, and it had a lot of newer ways of expressing a topic of language. That's pretty good. I don't know. All those remakes and stuff, doing the same continuous cycle of same characters, is also a negative. Of course, you want to see more of your characters, but in a creative world, if you recycle the same thing, the sequel is never a good thing if you're a creative person. You don't want to jump on the same topic twice. Of course, it's development, but it can be two ways. It's either you develop on a character or you just grab on the cloud that already has. That's my shots. AFIF, go.
So feel like the real defender. So when you say like the traditional ways, you mean like the usual we have lah again.
Yeah.
Superhero movie, superhero is the bad guy, and everything, and also recycling recycling all the. You say recycling making sequel repeating again, right?
Yeah.
Do you mean by reboot thing?
Reboots, but also that's one thing. The Spider-Man, why do you have to do it multiple times? Oh, that's another thing.
You want to make it better? I'm kidding.
Yeah. All right.
Alright. For me,
I think the Spider-Man movie got me some points there. I think.
God damn it! Why did I have to do it? What for personally, the creativity thing. The part of the superhero part, because of its same traditional storyline, plot, and everything. It's not about the plot. For me, it's not about a plot or whatever. It's about the message you're trying to convey through the film, through the comics, and all. Is that a like this guy?
No. Tak bukan. Aku just betul. I'm just right.
Like comics are for mainly it's for children. Mainly it's for someone who's learning. It's a like Mr. Mazlan said, it's a lower inferior literature, which like conveying it's a platform for someone to tell a message through a story. So for superheroes are us, for someone who wants to do good, who wants to become to make a change for their life and to be someone better. So that's the real message behind the stories. The stories can be anything. The stories represents the life of any one of us. For example, Black Panther represents someone's a country, a small country, Wakanda, which is a minority to all the people, which is black people. Is that how you say it?
But the problem I have there, if you separate all those good messages from the system of superheroes, it can be done a great movie.
It can be done in a great movie, but people just you can make a movie of a regular person doing good and get rewards and itself like a proper Islamic film.
Yeah.
It's like stories of a prophet or something. All the Sunnah Nabi. But if you want something out regular movie, it doesn't count as creative because it's just a life of a person. If you put as a,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the problem is I didn't narrow it to like life regular person.
Yeah.
But you can use it in many different concepts of ideas. Then, for example, like if like Black Panther doesn't have to protect its people, for example, if you can use not even Black Panther in a whole, like for example, try to use like a because there's so many other, like the Foreigner movie, the one with Jackie Chan being the
Rush Hour.
Yeah, no, the Rush Hour guy, but
is it cop?
No, he became like a secret agent thing. Not the Rush Hour movie, the Foreigner.
Oh, the Foreigner.
Yeah. I think that's a supremely good concept, and I mean it's a newer concept. It's something different, and it brings the same message of Black Panther.
Yes, because
Change the guy to black and the same thing.
No, the different thing is it's a superhero with a superhuman ability, something that does not exist.
Yeah.
What do you call it? A fantasy.
Yeah.
Something, and also a real life person, which is a police or an agent. We have that person here.
Yeah. Okay. I get. But the problem is we
You know what,
keep
it's not
putting.
gonna end, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We keep building up the superhero as something that we all need. I mean, we already had that. That's why it's overrated. We have to move in a different direction now. Let's go to the next era. 2020 is next year.
Mhm.
And Marvel, if they keep chugging out this move, it stagnates what we can do. And hence why I say that it's actually we have to move away from these concepts to elaborate much more better concepts.
Okay.
It's correct. Yes, it's your points are true. But the points that I'm bringing is we have to move on from those usage of superheroes. It's been done for years.
Yes.
Yeah, so that means it's correct, but it's been used too many times.
So do you want an era where we live without just a movie like The Foreigner and all?
Not super saturated as it has been for the past few years. It's like every 2 months we get a new superhero movie. Like for people who blindly watch, it's fun, but to the general world of creativity in Hollywood generally, we can bring a new wave that we've never think about, but we've been the thing that we already know, we think it's the best.
Okay. Can I do?
I think we have to get out of here.
Yeah, I think we have to get out of here.
I think that was a good draw. I can believe
yeah.
that's a good draw. If there's
we should have get this unpopular opinion as an episode, you know.
Yeah, that's the point. That will be discussed probably next semester, I guess. So that's the end of our popular opinions with me, DJ Fikri.
And DJ AFIF signing off for this semester. Not signing off lah.
Yeah, not signing off. I like to thank all of you for listening. The extra hours. We have I think we'll have a few minutes left. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wild ride. We've been talking about news, talking about UIA, and this fun stuff in between.
Yes.
It's been an honor to be a DJ for a whole semester, to talk to you guys. I've been absent for a few times. Been fun. And thanks a lot to my producers and also my good buddy AFIF. He's much more experienced than me, definitely. But who's getting better? Let's see next semester. Hey, that rhymes. That rhymes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's the After Hours Show, episode 8. I wish we can do it. Yeah. Episode 10 as the finale.
Yeah,
but there's holidays and
I just wish that next semester they will start early so we can have more episodes with you guys.
If we have 10 episodes a semester, that's like how an anime has 14 in
12 or 14 or something like that.
In 6 months. So we can chalk that up.
Yeah. We can try.
We can try. But so, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. We love having After Hours with y'all. If it's 11, if it's 12, if it's 5 people who are watching, my mom, your parents. It's awesome to have an audience to talk to. We love, I love broadcasting. And AFIF too, definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's much of a glory hog more than me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to end it on a little bit of shots to AFIF, but in all fairness.
But you know, I'd like to thank my good buddy here for being there, for being a good, a very, resourceful DJ for me. He gives the news to me sometimes, and yeah, he's a good partner. So because compliment is something people need, right?
Yeah.
I'll just add it with the compliment sometimes.
So I mean, you can see how sincere I am and he is. So you'll be the judge.
Alright.
For the final time, After Hours 8, it's me, DJ Fikri.
And DJ AFIF.
Thank you.
Goodbye, guys, and see you guys next semester.
See you guys. Peace out.